I'd also like to thank the Silverton for my run in roulette last night. Okay. I'm working on my skills. Here we go, bipolar keto. This is a story of how I cured my bipolar illness with keto. More accurately, maybe working on my metabolic health in general, but keto was really the thing that made the whole recovery possible. Okay, I have a timer, good. This is me in college. I was at Cal at the time, I was 19. Everything was going well, studying computer science, electrical engineering, tough course load, good friends, fraternity. I'm on the left there. And I had some bad habits, unfortunately. So I had a lot of bad habits when I was 19. A lot of beer and marijuana, a lot of nicotine and the fraternity, as well as carbs. I think I was on low carb, but it was more of a college low carb, which is beer and fat, and then a lot of chaos because it was a stressful school curriculum. Okay, so when I was 19, in March, this is the Leviathan from the Bible, the bringer of chaos. I went into a manic episode, and bipolar disorder is characterized by periods of mania with, my mom's filming me there, with a lot of energy and very little sleep, and periods of depression with lethargy and all that stuff. They took me to the psych ward. I was prescribed an antipsychotic, and I thought this was a test of my spiritual enlightenment, and that if I took it, I was not enlightened. And so I finally went to the psych ward, and I was psychotic and delusional. I hadn't slept in 4 or 5 days. Psych ward is a pretty scary place to be when you're in that kind of state. So I was in the psych ward for, gotta speed run this deck a little bit, for 10 days that time, or 2 weeks or something. So from 2016 to 2018, so when I was 19 to 21 years old, I had 4 involuntary hospitalizations for mania. Each time I was floridly manic, floridly psychotic, delusional. I thought I was Plato, reincarnated. I thought I was receiving personal messages from spiritual gurus over YouTube. It was really just like floridly psychotic. I was treated by 41 mental health professionals, and I went to 8 treatment centers, a bunch of residential treatment centers, and I was just super, super sick. This is some of my mom's tracking of my symptoms, and you can see that this is just a disaster. I mean, mania, depression, anger, irritability, just all kinds of terrible symptoms. And this is a little bit more specific look at some of the stuff my mom was tracking for me for all those years, and you can see the medications. It's just like insane. I mean, Zyprexa, this is a heavy-duty antipsychotic medication, and I was taking lots of it. This is a recipe for metabolic dysfunction, all of these meds, in case you're wondering. And of course, I really like smoking cigarettes. These are some of my favorite cigarettes. I like the Camel Crush because you can press the button and then you get the menthol. And I think there's something like people with bipolar, smoking is almost a spiritual experience because there's a lot of comorbidity, if you call it, smokers and schizophrenia and bipolar. These are some of the photos that were taken when I was manic. I like these because you can really see the manic aesthetic with the photos, which is kind of the colors and the vibe and all this stuff. So yeah, I was just really, I mean, I was sick.